Welcome to the Brent Gove podcast with co-host Eric Lofholm. We are building 1 million agents in 100 countries in 10 years. Now, here's your host, Brent Gove.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the big show. I'm Brent Gove, and I have my illustrious co-host, Mr. Eric Lofholm. Eric, in studio today. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Brent, excited to be here as always. We've got a great podcast lined up, the power of choices. I love the topic. We're going to have a great conversation. So get us started off with some of your thoughts about the power of our choices.
Absolutely. So if you think about it, Eric, wherever you are in life, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, like where are you in your life? Are you thrilled with your love life? Are you thrilled with your finances? Are you excited about your business? Do you have meaningful relationships with people who love you and care about you and would come to your house at 3 a.m. if you called them and said, I need a friend, I'm in trouble, or pick you up on a stormy, rainy night when you're broken down 100 miles away? They would come get you. You know, who is in your corner? What is your life about? Who are you saving? Everybody can save somebody. Whoever's around you, you can save them. Are you a light in the darkness? Or are you a shadow on a back alley wall, man? Are you living to die or are you dying to live? Which is it? So today is all about what? Choices, right? Right, Eric? It's all about the choices. If we think about it, the choices you've made have led you to this point in your life. Like, did you decide to drink too much? Did you decide to go take drugs? And that's the next step. And did you make a bad choice about getting a relationship with somebody you knew I shouldn't get in a relationship with her or him? And you did, and you blew by all the warning signs and the flashing caution lights, and now you're paying the price. And the good news is, listen to me, the lie of suicide depression is it's too late. You'll never be happy again. You don't know. And that is a lie from the pit of hell. And I don't think I've ever said that on the show, but I'm just straight up. When you're hearing things like you'll never be happy again, your life is over, you've blown it, you cannot recover from this. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Do not listen to that voice. Listen to the voice. There's redemption for everybody. No matter what you've done, you can be redeemed from this. And so some of you are super excited. Business is great. Your family's great. All that's great. Okay, awesome. But here's the deal to everybody. What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be a history maker? Do you want to be an agent of change? How do you want people to view your life 500 years from now? Think about that. Like, I have people don't think about their life 30 years from now. How do you want to be remembered? How did you leave your mark on humanity? Well, I can't leave a mark on humanity. You know what I believe about that? I believe that's true for you if that's what you believe, but I believe I can leave a mark on humanity. I believe Eric can leave a mark on humanity. I believe you can, but doesn't believe what I believe about you. You got to believe it about you. See, I believe this thing called you were created in the image of God. And God's pretty awesome. He created the entire world, the universe, everything. He's amazing. All order comes from him. And it's a pretty powerful thing. If you're created his image, let me tell you what, you can leave your mark on humanity. And some people, Stalin and Hitler, did it in a very negative, terrible, horrible way. Other people like Martin Luther King and Mother Teresa did it in a beautiful way. The choice is yours. So let's get into, I have 4 choices for you today to radically change your life. Even if it's going great, maybe it's in the tank, it's in the gutter. No matter what, here's the good news. You could do these 4 things and bring immediate change. I'm telling you, 1 week from now, you won't recognize yourself. In fact, if you do it today, when you go to bed tonight, you're going to be excited. So before I launch into these 4, Eric, how are you responding to what I'm saying? Are you with me? Are you feeling it? Any thoughts you want to say before I jump into these?
Yeah, I'm completely tracking with you, and it's in the forefront of my mind. What am I choosing to do on a daily basis? I think it's an incredible conversation, and having any of our listeners think about the choices that they're currently making. And hey, I need to spend more time fill in the blank. Maybe it's more emphasis on my marriage or my fitness or agent attraction or in real estate, going out and producing. So I think it's a great conversation.
I love it. And I think before I dive into it, I got to meet Jim Quick in Scottsdale earlier this year, beginning of the year, with Pace Morby and Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Andy Elliott and all kinds of amazing people. Guy named Jordan Peterson. You probably never heard of him. He was there. There like 25 of us met for like 4 days. It was a blast. But Jim Quick hurt his head. He had a brain injury. And by the time he was 10, he was in these classes that were, he was the kid with the brain injury. And all his classmates at 10 made fun of him, unfortunately. And it bothered him. So he made that choice to study the mind and go, can I get better? And he was like 3 years behind his classmates, and they just called him dumb, stupid, retarded, mean things like that. And so he started studying. Today, he's one of the foremost experts of the brain, of neurology in the world. He wrote a book, I believe it's called Limitless. And in the book, there's one simple section. He says, really, life's all about, what's between the B and the D in the alphabet. You got B, the day you were born, D, the day you die. And of course, the letter C is for the choices you make. And the choices you've made give you the bank account you have now, gives you the relationship you have now with your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, whoever it is, your friends. We all make choices. Do not ever blame anyone. Don't give the power away. You made the choice. Nobody made you do it. You chose to do it. It's not the governor of your state's fault. It is not the mayor of your city. It is not the President Biden or President Trump or Elon Musk. It is take responsibility. When you give away, it's because of them I'm suffering, you give away all the power. When you own it and go, you know what? I made bad mistakes. And I get it, certain laws, this, that, this. But there are people who succeed with the Democratic president. There are people who succeed with the Republican president. There's people who succeed in high rates of inflation and low and high interest rates and low interest rates. You cannot be a victim. Write this down. Do not participate in the recession of the mind. I'll say it again. Do not participate in the recession of the mind. It is an epidemic out there that 80% of the world is woe be me, I'm a victim. Don't be a victim. It gives away all your power. You are powerful. You're amazing. You're created in the image of God. So let's get into these 4 things and get you out of here. Number 1, you want your life to change. You want a brighter tomorrow. You want to get out of the ditch you're in, the hole that you've dug, that you've fallen into, your depression, your anxiety, whatever it is. Listen to me. Listen to me. Proximity. Nothing will change your life faster and more powerful than proximity. Get around good people who have great ethics and morals and values. And you know who I'm talking about. There's those people who said, come with us. We're going to drink. We're going to party. We're going to do drugs. And how's that going for you? It's pretty empty after a while. It's fun for a minute, but in the end, it leaves you empty, like an empty shell. So And if they, no, that's what I'm about. Well, more power to you. That's not what I'm about. Okay. I'm about loving and giving and adding value and making a difference. So number 1, proximity. So who in your world can you get into who's really strong in the area of faith? Maybe like, I'm so weak with God. That's my secret weapon. I'm not. I'm on my knees. I'm in prayer. It is a powerful weapon. It moves mountains for me, but we need to move mountains for you. And so who can you get around who understands God, who understands the Bible? Get around that person. Strengthen your faith. That, to me, is the number 1 thing. Number 2 is family. Your marriage is suffering. Do something about it. Don't go, my wife, my husband, he's a slug. Do something about it. You do something about your business. Well, the finances are off. We better do an audit. We better hire a bookkeeper. We better really commit to these financial principles, and we're going to spend less and earn more and watch every dollar and all these sort of things. And you do something about that. But what's more important than your finances? I'll tell you what it is, your family, is your husband, your wife. You married her. Well, we've kind of grown apart. That's because you're not doing anything about it. Read books on relationships. Go to relationship events, marriage retreats. Do something. So, and then same thing, proximity, get around couples with great marriages who do healthy things, okay? And then same thing, fitness. Well, my fitness is bad. Hire somebody, join a gym. I've done it before. Do it again. Do it again and again and again and again and go after it. So you are not a tree. You're not stuck. You can get up and run. Get up. Move. So proximity, nothing will change your life quicker. In the area of business, this tends to be a business podcast. Go find the biggest, baddest superstar in your industry and get around them. If you're in solar, get around the most successful solar person you can find. If you're in flipping homes, go find the most successful home. Not, this guy's pretty good. No, go be trained by the best. Go be trained by the best. If you're in music, go find the best person that does performance music. And you're in golf, go get trained by the best person you can find. And so it is not, magic. It's motion. Go seek, and find. Go find your answer. It doesn't happen. Sit on the couch like a couch potato in the lazy boy recliner. Get out of your head. Go. Get out there and find some. That's number one, proximity. Get around this person. And also be intentional about eliminating some people in your life who are just bad for you. They're like, yeah, don't worry about your wife. She'll never know. Let's go cheat on your wife. Let's go cheat on your husband. He'll never know. Let's do drugs. Let's drink. I enjoy a glass of wine. I enjoy a pina colada from time to time, but I don't drink 10 of them. I'm not getting hammered, and so what I'm talking about. Some people, when I'm around her, when I'm around him, I feel terrible. You need to eliminate that person from your life. It's called the principle of vacuum. Get rid of what you don't want to make room for what you do want. Get rid of the bad people to make room for the good people. Are they bad? Yeah, they're bad. They're bad for you. And you need to, well, I want to help them. Maybe you're not in a position to help them. You need to get help yourself. Then you can help them, right? So number 2, I only have 4 points. Number 2 is read. Quit sitting on TikTok for 2 hours. Quit doing YouTube or Facebook scrolling or zombie scrolling, whatever they call it. Quit watching TV, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all that stuff. It's crazy. I turned on the U.S. Open for an hour on Sunday on Father's Day. It was great. I got to watch an hour. It was fun, but I didn't spend 4 days watching that. I mean, there's a period if you do it once a year. I watch the Super Bowl every year. I watch the NBA play. I'll do stuff like that. But you know what I mean. If you have butt prints in your lazy boy recliner and your couch fits your butt perfectly, you're watching way too much TV. You're watching people live their dreams. How's your team doing? Oh, I'm the Boston. I'm the Lakers. Man, we're doing good this year. We aren't doing anything. You are watching other people live their life, and you have the audacity to say, you're not on the team. You're watching, and you're watching somebody else live their dream life. And you, my friend, are struggling to pay the power bill, make the car payment, and the insurance. Stop saying we. There's no we in a sports team. Don't put another man's name on your back. Go out and make your own name, okay? So that's number 2. Read, though. Readers are leaders and leaders are readers. What are you reading? I don't like to read. Then get Audible. Go for a walk. You could double dip. Get exercise and listen to people who have been so successful. Their friends go, man, you should write a book. You're incredible. And they did. And then of all those books, and there's a lot of books, there's some to just shoot at the top. Read those books. The Magic of Thinking Big will change your life by Dr. David Schwartz. The Magic of Thinking Big. Dale Carnegie's most famous book besides the Bible, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I don't love the title. The book is phenomenal. How to Win Friends and Influence people. There's no book that's been printed more than that book in the world except for the Holy Bible. That is it. You should read that book if you're a business person. The greatest salesman who ever lived, Og Mandino, the greatest salesman in the world. Life-changing, little paperback. Start reading The Noticer by Andy Andrews, The Go-Giver, etc. There's all kinds of books you can read that will change your internal temperature, that will help you take it to the next level. And I'll end with this before I switch to number 3. The person who got you here, and you may like here's good, but what are your goals and dreams? You want to do anything else? Yeah. In order to get to the next peak to peak to peak, the person who got you here is not going to get you there. You're like, well, I'm 40. I'm kind of done with all that hoopla. You're done. Your goose is cooked. Never be a student of life. Be a student of business. Business is changing at the speed of sound. If you don't have Chat GPT on your phone and not using it 5 times a day, man, I do, and I'm not even super. I asked ChatGPT, what about this? What about this? Look this up. What's your opinion on this? What's your, you name it. It'll lay it out. It is awesome. You need to download ChatGPT and use it every day. I'm begging you. It will help you greatly. So start reading. Get books. and read. My wife and I do every morning. We go for an hour walk every morning. We're flying high. I'm higher than a kite. I am not depressed. So action will create endorphins that will make you feel good. You don't need drugs. You create drugs in your own body called endorphins. Number 3, a business plan. In the 80s, we called them goals. You got to have goals. You can't be a wandering generality, as Zig Ziglar used to say. You got to be a meaningful, specific. What are you doing with your life? Well, I don't know. Try stuff. It's okay to try stuff. I want to do art. Try some art. I want to play the guitar. Play the guitar. I want to maybe live in Tampa. Move to Tampa. Don't be like, I want to jump off a cliff. Well, maybe you shouldn't do that. But, don't be totally careless, but have wisdom and then talk to people. What do you think about this? So recently, my wife and I were this close to pushing a button and wiring $500,000 on an investment. Every single financial planner we had, and then a dear friend who's really sharp, every one of them said, don't do it. And then finally, my finger was over the button. We're like, but I think we should. I think it's a great opportunity. Finally, we listened and we didn't do it. And then we found some information literally the next day, like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad we didn't do it. I'm quite sure you hear that? That's my 500,000 to be gone and a push of a button, never to be seen again. So I'm telling you right now, that makes a big difference. So get a business plan, though. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You got to have a plan. What's the plan for your life? You got to have that, your North Star, like where you going, but don't be afraid to try things. People live a life of quiet desperation. They don't try things. I need you to try things. Open a restaurant, do things, go run a marathon, move to Italy. Don't live a life of regret. We look back and go, man, I played it so safe. I mean, don't be reckless, but take chances. Be willing to fail. Most people don't do that sort of thing. You got to try this and do that and put yourself out there. So that's number 3. Come up with a business plan. Set some goals and get going. And number 5 is get going. It's called action, action, action. It's called motion, motion, motion. It's called go, go, go. Move. Get up. Move. Do something. Tony Robbins says this, step up. I mean, Eric was a huge Tony Robbins trainer, one of the top in the nation, one of the most successful guys with Tony 20 years ago. He's a rock star. He just did his own 200-person Zoom. I respect him so much. And Tony was always saying, step up, step up. Don't sit down, get up off your butt. Get your butt prints, off the chair, get up, do something. And you move. It's not magic, it's movement. Start moving. And set some BHAGs, some big, hairy, audacious goals that just scare you out of bed at 5 a.m. Oh, I can't get up. Set some big goals. Do it today. You can do so much today. Time's the speed, so it takes its toll. Every day's a Super Bowl. A Super Bowl Sunday, man, those players are focused. They're going to win. They got a plan. They know what they're going to do. They got a job to do. They're going to do their job. Do you wake up that way? Come up with a plan, some goals that are so big they scare you out of bed. You don't need coffee. You don't need energy. You create energy. It comes from inside. I got a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. He put this, I've never seen a man with focus and drive be depressed. I'll re-say it. I've never seen a woman with focus and drive be depressed. Get focused, get some internal fortitude, start moving. If you just do today, you're like, I do feel better. And then do it again tomorrow. Oh, I feel twice as good. Do it the third day. Oh my gosh, is this all I had to do? I just had to get up off the couch and stop feeling sorry for myself? Yes, because when you feel sorry for yourself, that you're feeling sorry for yourself, pretty soon you're feeling sorry for yourself because you're feeling sorry for yourself. You go in this little vortex of hell, this whirlpool, the sucking sound, and it sucks you down. You're like, I can't get out. I can't. Yes, you can. Get around people who say you are made in the image of God. Your life means something. You are light in the darkness. You can do this. The other powerful quote, I'm having both these quotes written on the walls of my office this week. Again, Benjamin Franklin, I've never seen a man or a woman with focus and drive be depressed. Get out there. You're just depressed because you've lost your focus and drive. Get back on the horse. Get back in the plane, Maverick. Get back up there. Get back on your horse, soldier, and go soldier on. We all have it tough. If it's too tough for you, it's just right for me. Growl a little. Wipe the blood off your face. Get up again. Get up again. The last quote I'll leave you with is this: do not let your emotions dictate your actions. Let your actions dictate your emotions. Winners, they get an action, and your action will move your emotion. Bodies in motion tend to stay at motions. Body at rest tend to stay at rest. Again, I'll say it again. Get this. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Let your actions dictate your emotions. A simple thing like cleaning your car, you feel good. Doing the dishes, vacuuming the house, picking up, I feel good. Brushing your teeth, shaving, getting up, getting dressed, going out, you feel good. Mowing the lawn, edging, pulling some weeds, putting some bark in the beds, planting some, you feel good. It's that easy to feel good. Loving someone, bringing them some groceries, praying for them, loving people who need love, giving to people who do need a hand. It's a time to do that stuff. Do it. It feels great. And quit focusing on yourself. Like, I feel bad. Stop that. Start loving somebody else. There's a great saying, we'll end with this. I felt sorry for myself because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. Somebody has it worse than you. No, they don't. Yes, they do. You got breath in your lungs. You can see. Maybe you can't see, but you can hear. There's people who can't see, can't hear. And of course, when you can't breathe, it's over. You could still breathe. There's life in you, and you serve a big God. If you don't know him, I hope you ask him to prove himself to you, because he will. A heartfelt, okay, God. Brent Gove says you're real. Pray. Say, God, reveal yourself to me, because I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm agnostic. Maybe you're an atheist. Ask God, if you're real, Brent Gove says you're real. I'm going to trust him. You can trust me. He's real. You'll meet him. Every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. You're going to meet him someday. You'll meet him. Don't meet him then. Meet him now. It's a simple, honest prayer. I don't know if you're real, but if you're real, I'm asking God, because I need meaning and purpose to my life. I'm not come from mud, become cells, become a body, and create all this, and then I die. From the earth I came, from the earth I go. That is meaningless. That is depressing. That is not how this went down. There's too much beautiful, amazing miracles of life for that's how this happened. So it didn't happen that way. So ask God, ask him, if you're real, I'm begging you, God, a sincere heart thing, reveal yourself to me. And if he's not real, nothing's going to happen. But I promise you, if you'll do that prayer, God's going to start sending Christians to you. He's going to start sending people to you it just happened. And miracles. Say, God, show me. And things are going to happen in your life. And you're going to get to know the God of the universe. And he is good. He's beautiful. He's amazing. And think, well, then why do these bad things happen? I don't know. The earth is fallen. And I don't have all the answers for you. But I know this. God loves you. He's got a great plan for your life. And he is for you like any dad. Well, my dad was a bum. Well, he's not. There's a verse in the Bible that says, if you being, a sinful man, when your kids ask you for food, you give them a stone. When they ask you for fish, you give them a snake. No. How much more do I, your heavenly Father in heaven, love you and will give you what you need when you need it? He doesn't always give it to you. It's not a vending machine. He doesn't always give you the ho-ho or the soda or some M&Ms. But I want it now. No, like any parent, we don't give the keys to our 9-year-old, say, have great with the car for the weekend, the convertible Mustang, have fun. We don't do that. We don't let the 2-year-old, we don't open the gate to the pool and say, anytime you want, go for a dip. I'm going to be in doing housework. We don't do that. We wait till they're ready to swim, because we know if we let them go too soon, the pool can kill them. The pool's a great thing. A car's a great thing. And you're like, God, let me marry this man. Let me marry this woman. It doesn't happen. God, how did you forsake me? And then 20 years later, you're like, oh, wow. You see that man and that woman 20 years later, you're like, God, thank you for not answering that prayer. Thank you, God. So here's your moment. You have a choice. Do you ask God to reveal himself to you if you don't know him? That's a choice. This is about choices. Or do you say, nope, I'm just going to go it alone. I'm going to live my life, and then I'm going to die. I'm going to go back to the earth. That is sad. It is tragic. And so encourage you, say that honest prayer to God. None of this was planned, by the way, but I just felt up my heart to give you. That was not on the menu. Eric's going, wow, man, he's just going for it. But you know what? Eternity is the best business plan of all. We worry so bad about our golden years from 60 to 90. How are we going to pay our health care? How am I going to get my pills, my drugs, my blood pressure medicine, and Medicaid, and that's Look at the last 30 years of your life. They just flew by. The next 30 years are going to fly by. You're going to be 80, 90. You're going to die. And then you're going to pass on to the next for all eternity. Talk about a business plan. Talk about storing up riches in heaven. And all you got to do is say yes to God. And you're going to spend all heaven, all eternity with him. It's going to be cool. Trust me. Make the sincere prayer. Watch what happens. If you want, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about it. So that's it for today, Eric. That's what I had for him.
Great message, Brent. I am fired up. I'm ready to go out there and make it happen. You were incredibly motivating today. Thank you for that amazing message. And as I share at the end of these podcasts, highly encourage you, listen to what Brent shared with you multiple times to put the best ideas into your subconscious mind, as well as getting yourself fired up. And please share this podcast with your team and with your organization so they can benefit from Brent's great motivational message today. That's going to wrap up our podcast. We'll look forward to connecting with you on the next one. Talk to you later.
Bye, everybody. Okay, so here's the deal. We have incredible information, video content on my YouTube channel. Go over there and make sure you subscribe. And it's vital that you ring the bell. If you ring that bell every time I put out new content, it's actually going to notify you and you can get the latest and greatest of what's happening at EXP. Now, don't forget to like me on Facebook so you can also get that content, and then follow me on Instagram. We're hitting everybody high, low, and in between. We're trying to get the information out there so you can build big businesses, revenue share organizations. So go to YouTube right now. Please subscribe and ring that bell. Like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. We'll see you out there.